I'm getting chilled to the bone. What can Freddie be doing all this time? He's been gone 20 minutes.
Oh, not so long, but he ought to have a cab by this.
He won't get no cab. Not till 11:30, missus, when they come back after dropping their theatre fares.
Oh, but we must have a cab. We can't stand here until 11:30. It's too bad.
Well, it ain't my fault, missus.
If Freddie had a bit of gumption, you'd have got him a theatre door.
What have you done, poor boy?
Other people get cabs. Why couldn't he? Well, haven't you got a cab?
There wasn't one to be had for love or money.
There must be one, Freddie. You can't have tried.
They're all engaged. The ring was so sudden, no one was prepared. Everyone had to take a cab. I've been as far as Charing Cross one way, and look, it's Circus the other, and they're all engaged.
Have you tried Trafalgar Square?
There wasn't one at Trafalgar Square.
Did you try?
I've been as far as Charing Cross Station. Did you want me to walk to Hammersmith?
You haven't tried at all.
You really are very helpless, Freddie. Now go again, and don't come back until you have found us a cab.
I shall simply get soaked for nothing.
And what about us? Are we to stay out here all night in this draught with next to nothing on? You selfish pig!
Oh, very well. I will go. I'll go.
Now then, Freddie dear, we're going.
Sorry.
There's manners for you. 2 bunches of violets trod in the mud.
Do you know that my son's name is Freddie, pray?
Oh, he's your son, is he? Well, if you've done your duty by him as a mother should, ain't no better than to spoil a poor girl's flowers and run away without paying. Will you pay for them then?
Do nothing of the sort, Mother. The idea.
Please, Clara, allow me. Have you any pennies?
No, I've nothing smaller than a 6pence.
I can give you a change for a tenner, kind lady.
Give it to me, dear. Now, for your flowers.
Thank you, lady.
They could give you the change. These things are only a penny a bunch.
Please, hold your tongue, Clara. You may keep the change.
Thank you, lady.
Now, tell me how you know that young gentleman's name.
I didn't.
Well, I heard you call him by it. Don't try to deceive me.
I was trying to deceive you. I called him Freddie and Charlie, same as you might yourself if you was talking to a stranger and wished to be pleasant.
6pence thrown away. Really, Mama, you might have spared Freddie that.
Oh, sir. Does he show any sign of stopping?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Started worse than ever about 2 minutes ago.
Cheer up, Captain. If it's worse as the sign is nearly over. So buy a flower, poor girl.
I'm sorry, I haven't any change.
I can give you change, Captain.
For a sovereign, I have nothing less.
Oh, come on. Do buy a flower for me, Captain. I can change out for a crown. Here, take this for 2pence.
Don't be troublesome here, good girl. I really haven't it. Oops, stop. Yes, there's 3 papers. It doesn't do you any good.
Thank you, sir.
You be careful. Give him a flower for it. There's a bloke here behind taking down every blessed word you're saying.
I ain't done nothing wrong by speaking to the gentleman. I would right self flowers if I keep off the curb. I'm a respectable girl, so help me. I never spoke to you except ask to buy a flower off me. I don't know all around.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
What's the good of fussing?
Stepping on.
Easy.
Boy, what's the row?
What'd she do?
Where is he?
The tech taking it down.
What, you?
Yeah, over there. Money off the gentleman.
Oh, sir, don't charge me for a word like that. You don't know what it means to me. They'll take away my carrots and drive me in the streets.
There. Who's hurting you, you silly girl? What do you take me for?
It's all right. He's a gentleman. Look at his boots. She thought he was a copper's knock.
What's a copper's knock?
It's a copper's knock, as you might say. What else would you call it? It's a sort of informer.
I take my Bible oath. I never said a word.
Shut up! Do I look like a policeman?
Then would you take down me words for? How do I know whether you took me down right? You just show me what you wrote about me.
make no charge. Really, sir, if you are a detective, you needn't begin to protect me against the molestation of young women before I ask you to. Anyone can see that I meant no harm.
Of course they could. Business is of yours. You mind your own affairs.
He wants promotion, he does.
Taking down people's words. Girl never said a word to him.
And what if she did? A fine thing a girl can't take shelter from the rain without being insulted.
Don't let him champion you down with this mighty port.
What I says to him is, who cares what so-called educated people say? You speak the way you speak.
Rabbit and pork. I don't know what he's talking about. Come on, now taste the biscuit.
He ain't a tech. He a bloomin' busybody, that's what he is. I tell you, look at his boots.
And how are all your people down at Chelsea?
How do you know my people come from Chelsea?
Never you mind, they did. And what are you doing up so far east? You were born in Listen Grove.
Oh, what's wrong with me leaving Listen Grove? It wasn't fit for a pig to live in it. I had to pay 4 and 6 a week.
Oh, live where you like, but stop that noise.
You can't cut you. You can live wherever you please.
Park 9, for instance. I'd like to go into the house in question with you, I would. I'm a good girl, are you? Where do you think I come from?
Hoxton.
Well, who said I didn't? Blind me, you know everything you do. Ain't no fool to meddle with me, he ain't.
Course he ain't. Don't you stand it from him. See here, what call of you to know about people what never offered to meddle with you?
Let him say what he likes. I don't want to have no truck with him.
You tigers for dirt under your feet, don't you? Can't you taking liberties with a gentleman?
Yeah, you want to go fortune telling, why don't you tell him where he comes from?
Cheltenham, Harrow, Cambridge, and India.
Quite right.
You know all about it, Tommy proper.
Hear him tell the dog where he come from? Oh, I mean, God.
He fancies himself the bee's knees, but frankly, he's quite the wanker.
Oh, he's balmy at this.
Oh, she's tickety-boo.
You do this sort of thing for a living in the music hall?
I've thought of that. Perhaps I shall someday.
He ain't no rot to take away me character.
What on earth is Freddie doing? I shall get pneumonia if I stay in this draft any longer.
Earl's Court.
Would you please keep your impertinent remarks to yourself?
Oh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. I beg your pardon. Your mother's Epsom, unmistakably.
Oh, very curious. I was brought up in Large Lady Park, near Epsom.
Ha ha! What a devil of a name! Oh, excuse me. You want a cab, do you?
Don't dare speak to me.
Oh, please, Clara. We should be so delighted if you would get us a cab, sir. Thank you.
There! I knowed he was a plainclothes copper.
That ain't a police whistle, a sporting whistle.
He ain't no rot take reading me character, and the character's the same to me as any ladies.
I don't know whether you've noticed it, but the rain stopped about 2 minutes ago.
So it has. Why didn't you say so before? And us losing our time listening to your silliness.
I know where you come from. You come from Anwell. Why don't you go back there?
Hanwell!
Oh, thank you, teacher. So long. Frightening people like that. How would he like it himself?
Yeah, the weather is quite fine now, Clara. We can walk to the motor bus.
But the cab.
Come.
Oh, it's too tiresome.
Hard enough for a girl to make her own living without being worried, till and chippy.
How do you do it, if I may ask?
Simply phonetics, the science of speech. That's my profession, also my hobby. Happy is the man who can make a living by his hobby. You can spot an Irishman or Yorkshireman by his brogue. I can place a man anywhere within 6 miles. I can place him within 2 miles in London, sometimes within 2 streets.
Ought to be ashamed of himself, unmanly coward.
Is there a living in that?
Oh yes, quite a fat one. This is an age of upstarts. Men begin in Kentish Town with £80 a year and end in Park Lane with 100,000. They want to drop Kentish Town, but they give themselves away every time they open their mouths. Now, I can teach
Ain't
them...
no rule to meddle with me, eh?
Woman, cease this detestable boo-hooing instantly. or else seek the shelter of some other place of worship.
I've a right to be here if I like, same as you.
A woman who utters such depressing and disgusting sounds has no right to be anywhere, no right to live. Remember that you are a human being with a soul and the divine gift of articulate speech, that your native language is the language of Shakespeare and Milton and the Bible. And don't stand there crooning like a bilious pigeon.
Ow!
Heavens, what a sound!
Ow! Gone!
You see this creature with her curbstone English? The English that will keep her in the gutter to the end of her days? Well, sir, I could pass this girl off in 3 months as the Duchess at an ambassador's garden party. I could even get her a place as lady's maid or shop assistant, which requires better English.
Oh, what's that you say?
Yes, you squashed cabbage leaf. You disgrace to the noble architecture of these columns. You incarnate insult to the English language. I could pass you off as the Queen of Sheba. Can you believe that?
Of course I can. I am myself a student of Indian dialects.
Are you? Do you know Colonel Pickering, the author of Spoken Sanskrit?
I am Colonel Pickering. Who are you?
Henry Higgins, author of Higgins' Universal Alphabet.
I came from India to meet you.
I was going to India to meet you.
Where do you live?
27A Wimpole Street. Come and see me tomorrow.
But I'm at the Carlton. Why don't you come now and we'll have a jaw over some supper, eh?
Right you are.
Right, now, if we can't stop, I'm short from my lodging.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. I really haven't any change. I'm sorry.
Liar, you said you could change half a crown.
Ooh, you want me stuffed with nails, you what? Here, take the whole blooming basket for 6pence.
A heavenly reminder.
I've got the last one! Hello! Where are the 2 ladies that were here?
They walked to the bus when the rain stopped.
And left me with a cab on my hands! Damnation!
Never mind, young man. I'm going home in a taxi. Taxi fare ain't no object to me, Charlie. Here, what about the basket?
Give it here. 2pence extra.
No, I don't want nobody to see it. Goodbye, Freddie.
Boy.
Where to?
Buckingham Palace.
What do you mean, Buckingham Palace?
Don't you know where it is? It's in the Green Park where the king lives. Goodbye, Freddie, and don't let me keep you standing there. Goodbye.
Here, what's all this about Buckingham Palace? What business have you at Buckingham Palace?
Of course I ain't got none. I didn't want him to know that. You drive me home.
Where's home?
Angel Court, Drury Lane, next to Mickle John's oil shop.
That sounds more like it, Judy.